Welcome to Minnesota State University Mankato Campus Security Authority Training. In this training, I will explain why you have been identified as a Campus Security Authority and your responsibilities as a Campus Security Authority. But first, I will provide some context. In 1990, Congress enacted the Crime Awareness and Campus Security Act, which amended the Higher Education Act of 1965. This act required all post-secondary institutions participating in the Higher Education Act's Title IV Student Financial Assistance Programs to disclose campus crime statistics and security information to current and prospective students and employees. This law was created and later renamed in honor of Jean Cleary, a student at Lehigh University who was raped and murdered in her dorm room. Upon investigation of this horrible crime, Jean's parents discovered that incidents of personal violence had been reported to campus administrators but were never forwarded to law enforcement. The law, enacted in her memory, is intended to ensure that individuals are informed about violent campus crimes so they can make informed decisions. This law and supporting legislation is generally referred to as the Cleary Act. Compliance of the Cleary Act is monitored by the Department of Education, whom can suspend participation in federal aid programs and can impose civil penalties of over $50,000 per infraction, an amount that is increased each year with inflation. There are several highly publicized incidents where universities were fined, including Penn State, Eastern Michigan University, and Yale University. You have been identified as a Campus Security Authority as defined by the Cleary Act. Campus Security Authority is a Cleary-specific term that encompasses campus police or campus security department, any individual who has responsibility for campus security, or an official of an institution who has significant responsibility for student and campus activities. This is our largest group, consisting of many university officials, athletic coaches, residential life community advisors and hall directors, and recognized student organization advisors. Exceptions to the Campus Security Authority classification include pastoral counselors and professional counselors. Your responsibility as a Campus Security Authority is to report to the University Security Department allegations of crimes that you were made aware of. That is, any crime that is reported to you that is believed to have occurred in a university location should be reported to University Security. Please note that though a crime reported to you may have occurred off campus, it should still be reported if in a university-affiliated location. Examples of an off-campus but university-affiliated location is the Mankato Civic Center, at one of our extended learning locations, or at the location of a recognized student organization event, just to name a few. Also note that it does not matter if the crime involved non-students. The Security Department needs to be notified about crimes that occur at university locations, regardless of whom the crime involved. If in doubt, report it. When the Security Department receives a report of a crime, we consider if an ongoing threat is present to the campus community, and if so, we will issue a warning to the campus community. Crimes will also be reviewed to see if they meet the definition of Cleary reportable crime. If so, the crimes will be counted in our crime statistics that are submitted to the Department of Education. They will also be published in the university's annual Security and Fire Safety Report. Some notes about what you shouldn't do as a Campus Security Authority. You shouldn't try to determine authoritatively whether a crime took place. You shouldn't try to apprehend the alleged perpetrator of the crime. You shouldn't try to convince a victim to contact law enforcement if the victim chooses not to do so. In cases where the victim does not desire to communicate with security or law enforcement, simply report the crime to security as it was reported to you. If confidentiality is a concern, you do not have to report identifiable information. You only need to report to security the nature, date, time, and general location of a crime. Under Cleary, A crime is reported when it is brought to the attention of a campus security authority or local law enforcement personnel by a victim, witness, other third party, or even the offender. It doesn't matter whether or not the individuals involved in the crime or reporting the crime are associated with the institution. If a campus security authority receives information about a crime, he or she should report it to university security. If in doubt, report it. If you are talking to a victim, inform them that you will be reporting the incident to university security. Share local and university resources with the victim, such as the MSU Counseling Center, Student Health Services, the Women's Center, or the LGBT Center. To report crimes to university security, call us at 507-389-2111. An officer can take your report over the phone or respond to your location if you are on campus. Or you can email us, security@mnsu.edu. Another option for reporting is to use the Silent Witness Report form available online at mnsu.edu/security. In summary, if you have been assigned to watch this, you are a campus security authority. This means that if you become aware of a crime in close proximity to a university location or event, you should report it to University Security Department. Thank you for your time and the valuable role you serve to the university community.